Welcome to the show. Please subscribe, and if you can, PayPal to keep us on the air, because it costs some money to keep these guys making these shows, and we are independent, not paid by the government. And we're talking about government policy generally, and Jay Goldberg is with the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. He joins me today because we are leading up to New Year's, and you have some news that most people don't know about. What is that news on New Year's?
Tax hikes. It's news that most people don't know about and don't want to know about.
But they'll find out when they see more money coming out of their accounts.
They will. So your first paycheck, you're going to have increased payroll taxes. You're going to have higher CPP premiums. You're going to have higher EI premiums. And what that's going to mean is if you make $73,000 a year or more, you're going to see a $507 tax hike next year if you combine those three factors.
So that's like a tax creep. In other words, no one's saying January 1st, your taxes are going up. It's just automatic.
Well, the payroll taxes are going up. That has to do with some CPP changes that the Trudeau government's implemented.
But it's already, I mean, it's automatic from the government in the point of view. They don't have to pass a bill to do this. It's happening.
No, it's just like the alcohol escalator tax. They have it in place so they don't have to actually vote to increase your taxes.
So the taxes that you pay to the government go up every year, whether your income goes up or not.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So why don't they index people's income and say, okay, so we're getting more, you should get more, because it's not fully socialist, is that right?
Because we still have somewhat of a capitalist economy.
We still have, even though it looks more and more like they'd like to have a flock of sheep. Just go do your job, let us take the money, and we'll spend it for you. So, but really, you came to me with this idea, talking about the idea of the taxes increasing. I had no idea about it. I mean, that's not out there even in the financial press.
No, and you're going to notice your first paycheck of 2024.
I don't have them anymore. But
payroll taxes are up, more to CPP, more to EI, and I should also say that by the time we get to April Fool's Day, they're going to hike alcohol taxes, and the carbon tax will go up yet again. So if you've been feeling enough pain from the carbon tax, it's going up significantly from $65 a ton to $80. And that's going to be 3.3 cents per liter when you're filling up your car on April the 1st.
So, but when the gas tax is something, the alcohol tax is sin taxes, as they used to be called. But other people would say, well, if CPP goes up, that's to your benefit.
Well, one could say that, but first of all, folks don't have bigger paychecks to be able to have that money to pay towards that anymore. This is more money off their paycheck. It's going to make people have an even tighter budget. 50% of Canadians say they're $200 away from not being able to pay their bills.
Right.
The payroll tax hikes this year, the CPP EI higher, $507. That is more than double what people are saying they can't do when their budgets are going to break.
Well, you make a very compelling case for a phrase going around these days, axe to tax. Jay Goldberg, thanks very, very much. 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.